Hello, folks. Are you ready? Well, tonight I had to help some people, namely on Sagamaro, with a certain problem he's been having since him and Coco got divorced. So yeah, I'm back and I'm here to spin. I'm here to talk to you about something basically about another show I'm working on. But this one's way down the road. Way down the road. It's way down the road. But I did want to talk about one other thing before after this I want to talk about one other thing. Um, okay. I think I've talked about this in a few videos before this, but you guys know I had a common writer. I had a common writer character that was going to meet with the Femi common writer, but the one who owned that character is no longer here. So because I was sad because I didn't want anything to do with common writer for a few months after that, I kind of shelved the project because little bits just got me real sad. I couldn't even watch Mech Cross. I was sad. I was sad, but I feel like maybe down the road, when I'm done with Professor what season and freaking Sonic Freedom Fighter season, may I'd work on that between the wait time for the next season of my two little audio dramas. It's another audio drama with the Sega Kamen Rider. And I want to use some of the Blast Processor's music. But I gotta contact them and I gotta make sure they're cool with me using it, because I don't want to use it willy nilly and be like, I don't want them to be like, oh, you used our song. I'm gonna talk to them about it, because I don't want them to be like, oh, you used our song, we're gonna sue you. No, I'm gonna ask. I don't know, guys. I was trying to do the abridged series for Thousand Year Door, because now I got my freaking dolphin to work, the dolphin emulator work. But here's another problem. When it overheats, it slows down. So it's hard to really play anything. It literally slows down. Like slow motion. So it literally slows down, and I really can't do anything about it. So I don't know. Paper Mario, I can still take the Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario I can still do, but it looks like Thousand Year Door is going to be a lot harder. I'm still not giving up on it, because I have way too many funny ideas for that freaking series not to use it. And especially when Mario is in the little fighting ring with the other dude, I'm gonna make the dude sound like freaking a mixture between, and make the dude sound like Johnny Extreme from X-Play, because I can totally do that voice, and I want to kind of do a Macho Man Randy Savage thing. So that's still gonna happen. I need to get ready for the Nintendo 64 one, so I'll do that I think tomorrow's Saturday. I guess because people I'm doing, I do stuff before I do videos, so maybe it may be a little late when it uploads, but I'm still gonna do it. Or maybe I could just have a little time where I just do that. It could be a segment. I always put the segments together, but they're never really together. I may just put them in one video. But no, I'm putting the segments together this time. So I guess for the first half of Saturday afternoon, I'm going to do Paper Mario. Because it's the only thing where my freaking laptop won't heat up. Or I could do something from my NES emulator. So there's that. But I wish someone made a dolphin emulator for Ouya. Because think about it, guys. Think about that one for a minute. But there needs to be something you can unzip the file with, something that Ouya has to have when it installs, when it updates. Because I think really it could play. I think it's powerful enough to play some. I think it could be powerful enough to actually play some emulators. Sorry for the long pause. I was actually looking for the my little power plug to my Ouya. Even though I really don't have even though I really don't have I don't have internet for my Ouya. Don't ask. It just happened. So now my internet's a little bit better, so now I can probably do some finally do some Ouya reviews. Yeah, I might do one on what was that game like? Was it called Prison Break? No, it was called Hard Time. I'll actually do one on Hard Time because Hard Time, I really, and I will tell you this, I don't like 3D Hard Time you get on your computer. I like what they did with the Ouya, making all the characters two-dimensional. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit more used to that. I don't like the 3D version, even though that's probably the version that came first. I enjoy that a little bit more. Living in prison, getting into gangs, fighting people in prison, a whole bunch of stuff. And usually, it's always in those games. Usually, it's always a big, strong prisoner that tries to beat you up, and you gotta keep on them and beat them down. I just beat up everybody, and it's not really a proven method. I always get my butt handed to me pretty quickly. And sometimes, the prison guards in that game will freaking beat you up. Sometimes for no reason. And sometimes that's what gets me killed even faster. I really like Amazing Frog. Probably it's because I think that's why Goat Simulator is so popular, because Amazing Frog did it too. But I don't know. Did Goat Simulator actually come first before Amazing Frog? Can anybody tell me? I'd really like to know. Okay. Last thing. Last thing is, I'm also playing Shovel Knight. Because people keep talking about, Bugsy, you gotta go play this. It's so fun. It's like if you put Mega Man, DuckTales, Mario 3, you get this game. I was like, alright, I'll play it. And really, I like it. And I'm not always the one that will buy an 8-bit looking game. Not because I don't like it, just because sometimes you gotta feel that 8-bit love, Sometimes I really don't feel it. But I don't know. Shovel Knight's the exception. I really enjoyed it. When you beat a when I only beat like Black Knight and King Knight, and really, it's says. I mean, I've said it before in some games how sometimes it can be satisfying to beat a boss, um, and sometimes it isn't. But in Shovel Knight, it is really freaking satisfying when you beat a boss. And I keep hearing the game gets harder as it goes on, so I'm in for a little treat. You see, but when you die, you don't blame the game because really, the game has you in complete control. You have complete control over the character. There's no slippery physics or anything. The controls are nice and tight. But that's all I have to say about it for now. I'm not really going to give it a full review. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's fun. It's fun. You know? And people want to say, no, freaking fund those Kickstarter games and stuff. I don't really care. I'll fund any Kickstarter game that looks fun and actually doesn't screw the guys that are actually paying for this game. Like a certain developer I hate. Freaking Phil Fish, guys. I hate that. I hate that dude. Because I don't like how he treats you you fans of Fez like shit. Because honestly, if you guys didn't even download that game from wherever, he wouldn't be as rich. He wouldn't be as freaking wealthy as he is now. But he keeps on freaking pushing it on you guys. He keeps on pushing it on you guys through his freaking Twitter. And he's just, to me, he's an asshole. He really is an asshole. Because the one thing I can't stand is when a famous person treats their fans like shit. Or what Psy Guy did. That's even worse. That's what really, truly pisses me off. People think that they have fame, and they feel like they can abuse it. Oh, you're well known in this webcomic. You have a whole bunch of different stuff, yet you abuse your power and your influence on people just because you freaking can. I hate that. I mean, even moderately famous as I used to be, I wouldn't do the things that freaking Psy Guy did. Because Psy Guy was freaking wrong for every little thing he did. And Phil Fish was wrong for taking all you guys' money that you guys wanted to get from Fez 2 and running away with it. Freaking douchebag. And that's why people don't trust Kickstarter all the way, because of people like that. You fund something and then they take the money and run away. But when it comes to Shovel Knight, Mighty Number 9, a whole bunch of other stuff, and oh yeah, okay guys, Gaggins, Jeffrey Gaggins made a video. He's like, oh, now he wants more. Now he wants more money for like other stuff from Mighty Number 9 to get voice acting. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? I mean, yeah, you're probably gonna get more money, but like I always say, no one is forcing you guys to freaking donate. If you guys want to donate, that's you. That's all you guys. No one's putting a gun to your head. No one's asking you to donate. You choose to donate. And if you choose to donate or use your money for Kickstarter, you can. I'm not forcing you. Anybody who's making any Kickstarter isn't forcing you to donate. You choose to donate. I hate those people that act like they're offended by it. Like, how dare you ask me for money to fund your project? How dare you? I'm like, really? Really? You gonna act like a freaking. You gonna act like a big old a-hole just because you can? Really? Yeah, stuff like that gets on my nerves. And, Forever World. I mean, he's pretty cool, but when he was like ranting, and I did my little rant on when I did my little rant defending Neo Tsunami. People like that's the reason why I rant. I mean, he's cool and all, but it's just when he talked about the donation for Neo Tsunami, he acted like he got all offended, and I got angry because he acts like it offended him. If he don't want to, no one's forcing that man to read. No one was forcing him to donate, but he was acting like he was getting forced to donate. If it gets you so, and it really got me angry because he hates fan projects. I'm like, that hit me here because even at the time I was still working on Sonic Freedom Fighters, and being a guy that makes fan made stuff, it really pissed me off. And that's the reason I rant, because people like that. So stuff like that will always piss me off. Because people act like, oh, it's a big offense to you that he's asking you to donate. I mean, and the Archfiend just, I mean, no disrespect to the Archfiend, but the way he just kept attacking James Rolfe and Mike Matei for their because of the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, I'm like, dude, they are making a movie, and I'm the only few ones that are fans of the Angry Video Game Nerd, knowing this movie was coming out, because people kept saying, "Oh no, he's not doing it. He just took all of our money and ran." I'm like, you guys are idiots. God dang. He made this movie and he asked for money even though he was uncomfortable with it. But we all had to act like we all had to act, you guys had to act like, oh, like, I don't think he's using that money for the movie. You guys are freak. And you say it's a scam. I'm like, boom, and then I got mad again. I did another fan Brad Basher video, and I showed everybody that there was proof. Just in case they were not looking at James Rolfe's video, I showed them proof. And usually when I'm like that, I get dislikes. But I don't care. I freaking showed you all the truth, And you guys being douchebags and saying it was all a scam was not the way to go. And I blame the Archfiend kind of for this because, that's what spawned all this. Because, like I said, it only takes one sensible person to start something like that. And I think Archfiend, for whatever it's worth, he's a sensible person. He may be ranty, but he's a alright person. He doesn't start shit unless there is shit to start. But it takes one person talking about one thing, and it takes then the whole rest of the internet or fan base will go after it. And another thing, I didn't get to talk about this when it was actually happening, but I really hated when people were messing with Mike Matei, like, oh, his Elmo and Grouchland thing sucks. I know he censored stuff, but you guys gotta understand, that dude normally kind of didn't, I was doing like a review by himself, and you guys were all like, oh my god, it's so horrible, it's so bad. I'm like, you guys, like, who in fact raised you guys? It damn sure wasn't your moms. or your dad's. I'm not saying everybody's not entitled to their opinion, but sometimes you have to be a little bit delicate. I know that's hard for some of you. But Jesus, try. Okay, I'm done. I just wanted to talk about that. That's the thing I've thought about a lot. And and nothing about Alpha Omega Sin, because that dude doesn't. That dude, again, he's like Archfiend. He doesn't start shit until there's something that fuels that fire, or shit that's already probably started. I got nothing to say against him because actually he only rants when things. He only rants on actual things, and he doesn't keep on ranting unless there's something to actually still rant about. And that's why I like Archfiend so. That's why I like freaking Alpha Omega Sin so much. That's why I like the dude. He's like one of my favorite YouTubers. I was actually, and also, so, and even, I got him, I wanted to contact him on Skype, and I can, because I got his thing, his, Skype account, but he's not really on there, or at least not on there enough, so we can have, like, a talk, because I really like to do some sort of, crossover video with him, like a collab or something. But it's just me. Again, this is just like a ramble. I'm just rambling about stuff. And it's kind of a ramble and an update all at the same time. I'm gonna call it a ramble up or something silly. Anything else I need to talk about? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing some anime. It's just taking me a little longer to do that, so be patient. I wanna review Wakfu. Wakfu. I think that's what that's called. It's the French cartoon that's based on that strategy MMO. I want to review that because it actually seems pretty good in the way everything is in that show, the way it looks. I like it. I think that's about it. That's all I really need to say. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm still doing. Bugsy Pasta will happen tomorrow because it will have its own segment for Saturday afternoon. Whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm doing tomorrow, and since my cable box is all up and running and there's no glitches, I can finally record Doctor Who. So while I'm working on this stuff for Saturday afternoon, I don't have to worry. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss Doctor Who. I'm gonna cut my video short. I could just freaking get the whole Doctor Who thing together and be like, boom, it's done. But I think I'm done here. This has just been like a ramble and an update all at the same time. See you guys later.